So your press release says you've nearly reached the depths of nervous exhaustion and pushed working relationships to the breaking point.
Yes.
How'd you get through that?
Just with a bit of patience and perseverance, and another thing that begins with P. What begins with P?
Perfection.
Yeah, no. I think it's difficult. I mean, if you go on the road for 18 months, anyone would go a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But we kind of try and get through it with just like, trying to have a laugh is always good. Trying to entertain ourselves, be really silly, and also a bit of kind of like meditation and things like that. Not serious transcendental meditation, but just you can sit there and just kind of work things out instead of getting wound up about everything.
Trick shots.
Oh. You guys are dedicated to preventing the destruction of the marine environment, and as an Aussie, that's quite close to me. What issue in particular? Is there one that stands out for you?
Well, we particularly despise industrial fishing, and they just have huge trawlers just raking the whole bottom of the seabed, in the oceans, for nothing really. They throw most of it away, and they're just destroying everything. If they did that in the Amazon or in Africa, people would be up in arms, but because you can't see it, no one really talks about it, no one's really worried about it, and I think we've lost about 90% of our fish stocks already. And it's just stupid that it can go on and on like this, and I think when all the fish are gone, we're going to be really sad, and also it's going to really fuck up the food chain, and it's going to be more disastrous than global warming or anything like that. I really do think so, because I mean most of the species on this planet live in the sea, and I think we need them to make everything work, and fish are our friends.
Oh, absolutely. Do you eat fish?
I do eat fish, but I'm very careful about eating, from sustainable fish stocks. There's a really, really brilliant fish and chip shop near me called the Fish Club in Wandsworth, and we chat about this quite a lot. I mean, he spends a long time trying to find, sustainable fish stocks, and a lot of it is fish that people haven't really heard of very much. And he's trying to educate people to stop eating cod, and all the fish that are really overtaken from the oceans.
So get down to Wandsworth.
Yeah,
another reason to get down to Wandsworth. Take a shot.
Alright.
Have you ever been deep sea diving?
My brother has. I prefer snorkeling. I don't like all the equipment. Whoops.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. My dad does it.
I went snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef once. That was really fun. I think Australia's probably got some of the best ocean life in the world. But we grew up on the seaside in Kent, and we used to go swimming in the sea like all year round. I mean, in the middle of winter, in the rain, yeah. But it's cold anyway, so you just jump in, and the sea was much more rough in those days, like in the winter days. So it was more fun, kind of thing,
Were you a surfer then, back in the day?
No, I've never surfed. I've sort of recently moved to California, and I'm thinking about doing it because you can't live in California without being a surfer. But I went out the other day with a friend on like the little boogie boards, and this dolphin came really fast and knocked him off his board, and I thought it was a shark and we're all going to die, and I almost pooed in my pants.
You can't do that in a swimsuit, trust me.
Yeah.
I think my dad's been there before. If you could be any marine animal, which one would you be?
Sea otter, definitely.
You've thought about that one before, have you been asked that?
No, I was actually talking to my friend about it yesterday, about what my favourite animal was. Sea otters are great because they keep a favourite pebble in a little pocket underneath their armpit, and they keep the same pebble for most of their life, and if they lose it, they spend hours and hours and days trying to find the same pebble again. And what they do is they live off the coast of California in the kelp forests, and they get shellfish. They keep their little stone underneath their arm. They get the shellfish and they take them back up to the surface, and then they wrap themselves around with the kelp and all the seaweed so they don't float off, and they lie on their back